Trump breaking news. Trump lawyer claims judge's conflict may taint $83 million Carroll verdict, Monday. A Trump lawyer suggested that the writer Jean Carroll's $83.3 million award should be overturned due to a potential conflict of interest involving the judge who presided over Carroll's recent defamation lawsuit, Alina Habba, Carroll's attorney, referenced a January 27 New York Post article that discussed Carroll's unrelated lawyer Roberta Kaplan's alleged former employment relationship with U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan in a letter she submitted to a Manhattan federal court. Prior to Judge Kaplan's 1994 appointment to the federal bench, the two attorneys worked side by side for almost 2 years in the early 1990s at the law firm Paul, Weiss, Rifkind, Wharton and Garrison. According to a former partner of Paul Weiss who wished to remain anonymous, Roberta Kaplan aspired to stand out among her companions, and Judge Kaplan had been like her mentor. Habba stated that the judge's overtly hostile treatment of Trump's side and Carroll's side could support a new trial on culpability and damages, as this particularly concerning item could also warrant it. Trump intends to file an appeal of the $83.3 million judgment handed down last Friday. The finding is based on his denials made in June 2019 over the allegations that he assaulted Carroll in the changing room of a Bergdorf Goodman department shop in the mid-1990s. After business hours, a request for comment was not promptly responded to by Judge Kaplan's chambers. Although neither Carroll nor Roberta Kaplan's spokespeople promptly returned our repeated requests for comment, one did assure the Post that there was no conflict of interest. Paul Weiss was also slow to react when asked for comment. The Code of Conduct for U.S. Judges was one of several sources listed in Habba's letter. To avoid situations where their impartiality could be called into question, judges are required by statute to recuse themselves from proceedings. This includes situations where a lawyer with whom the judge previously practiced law served during such association as a lawyer concerning the matter. Punitive fines totaling $65 million and compensatory damages amounting to $18.3 million made up Carroll's $83.3 million verdict. A separate jury found Trump guilty of sexual abuse and similar slander in October 2022, and last May they handed down a $5 million verdict to the former Elle magazine advice columnist. Trump has decided to appeal the decision. The verdicts of the first jury were final in the second trial. Therefore, the jury had to narrow their emphasis to damages alone. Stephen Coates edited the piece. Jonathan Stemple reported from New York. With the $83.3 million slander settlement she received, Jean Carroll plans to irritate Donald Trump. After a lengthy trial, a jury last Friday found that Trump must pay Carroll damages for his assaults on the writer. Carroll had accused the president of rape in her 2019 book, What Do We Need Men For? While Trump was found guilty of sexual assault last May, he was not found guilty of rape. Carroll filed a second lawsuit because Trump persisted in publicly harassing her after the first decision, which had ordered him to pay her $5 million. Carroll and her lawyer Roberta Kaplan made their first appearance on Good Morning America on Monday to address the verdict from last week. George Stephanopoulos of ABC News spoke with the former Elle magazine journalist, who said, "It filled me up. It was almost painful," after describing the decision as leaving her overcome with elation. "I would like to donate the funds to an organization that Donald Trump despises," Carroll remarked when asked about her intentions with the 8-figure sum. "My intention is to not give money to certain things if doing so will cause him pain," she continued. A fund for the women who have been sexually assaulted by Donald Trump is another idea the author is contemplating launching, according to her. According to The Guardian, more than 20 women have accused the billionaire of sexual misconduct or rape over the years. Taking to his social media site, Truth Social, Trump blasted the jury's verdict as absolutely ridiculous following Friday's verdict. A political weapon is being utilized by our legal system, which is out of control, according to Trump's letter. All rights to free speech have been curtailed. Wow, this is so not USA.